Hello guys, and welcome to today's show of GTS Friday, or whatever it's called, because it doesn't really have a name anymore. This is your host, Master Jess, and I am accompanied by some awesome people here that I've known for a pretty long time now. I think like 2 years, 3 years, I think. Wow, it's 2020.
2 years for me.
Yeah, 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. Well, I mean, technically it'll be 3 years in April-ish, May. I think.
It's true, actually, yeah.
That's holy God. How are you guys? How are you guys?
We're all good. I'm reporting back in from the now the island of very expensive and overpriced plastic.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but it's not stopping me grabbing everything as I can. So, backlog is getting bigger and bigger.
Nice. I'm glad to hear that you're still out there getting kits. How about you, MagicMike? Shannon Tatum, how are you, man?
Doing good. Starting the morning right.
Starting the morning right.
Cheers.
Are you drinking coffee?
Yeah, definitely. I literally woke up. Yeah, this is coffee. Like I woke up like an hour ago.
Whenever I do these shows and I ask guests to be on, and they're always on the other side of the world, I should start finding people in Canada, man, so I don't have to keep you guys up. I remember one time for Oldskool, I think I had you up at like 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that.
Yeah, mate, you've had me up till like 2, 4, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's pretty
good. It's all
pretty great. So, guys, thank you guys for joining in. My mom's in the chat. Hi, Mom. She's always there. Thank you for being there, Mom. Always supporting me. With today's show is kind of just centered around us having a little chat, talking about the hobby, things that have interested us, things that we're excited for. Like I mentioned, things that I might have missed during my time, my long hiatus, and kind of just catching up. Instead of calling them up and catching them up privately, might as well just do it publicly, have people listen to our chats, because I think sometimes we have some pretty good stuff going. But with that said, I kind of want to know where you guys have been up to lately. I know that MagicMike has been busy. He used to be like super fast at a lot of things, Gundam, and all of a sudden he just kind of trickled down, and I think you even said life happens, right?
Yeah. Like I literally stopped for like a couple of months. It's like 2022. I've been doing nothing but commission builds. I stopped around October and then took a break. I just started last week building again for myself this time.
Oh, that's much better if you're building it for yourself.
Yeah. Like I literally got burnt out. Like first time I ever felt burnt out. Like I thought I was getting burnt out before. This time it's like bad. Like wow. I didn't want to touch a kit.
Did you take up any other hobbies?
Yeah, I went back to PC gaming actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really? What have you been playing?
It's a good way to like recover. To be honest, it's more of the older games like Resident Evil 4 and 5.
That's fun. That's fine. That's always good.
Yeah.
That's excellent games, man.
Yeah.
So did you actually finish them in your time off?
Yeah, actually we did. Like, you know how in Steam you get like the trophies when you accomplish stuff?
Yeah.
I'm actually going for all the trophies.
Wow. Oh, a completionist. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the OCD in me.
You get yourself burnt out on Resident Evil instead.
Yeah. The older games are easier to finish.
You think?
Oh yeah. Compared to like Assassin's Creed, it'll take me like a year to like finish everything. Even the side quest.
Well, I think you're comparing like open world to like a linear story, right?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
I think
it's like
no, go ahead.
I just want to like get it out of the way. Like after I finish all the trophies and stuff, I can go back to building. So once I did, like that was like last week.
Yeah.
So like took me 2 months to like finish the 2 games.
Well, Resident Evil 4 is one of those games that I think I've mentioned I've played so much when I was younger. My GameCube was literally a Resident Evil 4 machine. So I know that game like the back of my hand. I think I finished it like 150 something times in both normal and professional mode, and it was pretty freaking sick. But I was gonna say, I personally think that old games were a little bit more difficult to finish, especially when they first came out, because there weren't really any guides. Nowadays, a game comes out and you can look up like a million YouTube videos on how to do something.
Yeah.
Compared to like
definitely.
before, where you had to figure shit out. And But it's nice. It's nice to always leave the hobby a little bit in order to fall in love with it again, right?
Yeah, exactly. Recover.
Because burnout is real.
For sure.
Burnout is real. But how about you, Old School? What have you been up to? You said you were getting your hands on everything. I think I saw you get a kit the other time that I really wanted. I forgot which one it is that you got. I think was it P Bandai? Yeah, it was, right? I think it's the...
It very likely is. This is the way where the issue I have over the last sort of year is more income, less time. So I go, oh, nice and shiny, I'll get that.
Yeah.
And then it goes on a shelf.
Wow. Just
so
box.
at the moment, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I've kind of basically been building till I think probably about summer this year. But then I've basically taken a stop after doing the Cerulean project.
Yeah.
At the moment, well, it was a while ago since I was last on the show, but as you can see, I'm in a bit of a different setup again for like probably the 5th time. So yeah, at the moment I'm temporarily in my kitchen.
Wow, really?
Because that's a kitchen?
That is my kitchen, or one half of my kitchen. Yeah, because I'm actually building a workshop studio in my garden.
No way, that's awesome. Yeah. Just like its own proper room. That's super sick.
Full X'd out. So hopefully, if all goes well by the end of winter, I will be all set up and rearing to go again.
That's freaking awesome, dude. Can't wait to see pictures.
Yeah, should be good. Oh, I'll send you a video if you like.
Oh, please do. We have Sergio who says, I hate it because I want to build kits, but I want to paint them. But because I can't at the moment, I only straight build some. It's a curse, man. I feel the same way. I should have been painting more. And I guess my wife has always said that it's just an excuse, but I needed more space. She always says, you need more. You always need more. But I also want to paint. I want to do things, and now it's a little difficult since we're like at I think today we're at minus 10 degrees today. No, minus 2 degrees. We were at minus 22 degrees a couple days ago.
What?
Yeah, it gets cold. It gets cold, and we're not even deep in winter yet, right? Like January normally tends to be colder. So yeah,
that's got the temperature of my freezer right now.
Yeah. It gets pretty...
Aren't you working in the garden now, Mike?
Yeah, but it's like 27 degrees here, so
yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah,
ooh, that's crazy to think about. 27 degrees, that's like almost 50-degree difference from over here when it's like 22 degrees, minus 22. It's really, really crazy. But
it's like
Go ahead.
Welcome to the equator.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I heard the Philippines is like super hot, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I can't wait to really see the video of a workshop. I think the whole idea of having...
literally just sent it to you.
Oh, did you really?
Literally just there. So this is just being built. So the interior is literally this week being done.
Okay, let me copy this and move over to camera and browser. And now we're there, I think. Yeah, we're here. And let me open up the browser. Guys, I'm a little rusty, okay? So just bear with me here. I'm gonna switch this over here. Oh, it made it smaller because it's 1440. Okay. We'll do it over here. Click.
It's not short, so.
Oh, it's short?
It's very short, so yeah, it's just literally just as it's going up. So.
Okay, all right, we're here. Click play. Okay, we got a base. Yep. Ooh, okay, walls. This is some Minecraft stuff right here.
Yeah, it's going up. So that's
sick. That's sick. That's gonna be pretty cool when it finally comes to be, huh?
That's the hopeful part. So yeah, like I said, hopefully by end of the year, I hope to be all moved in and kickstarting everything back off again.
By the end of the year, that fast?
I'm hoping.
Dude, that's gonna be
taken what 3 months so far. So yeah, it's not been a quick journey. So, but this is also the reason why I've been on a bit on pause, because well, the weather here is also like minus temperatures as well, so it's like waste of time you painting.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, painting in cold weather is terrible. You get frosting, you get a bunch of other things, and you don't want to deal with them.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. It's nice to know that having a proper space for your own hobby is important, especially when you get really into it. You need that extra. I think it's more like a concentration thing for me. Like I just want to have my own space where nobody bothers me.
Yeah, because you can just tunnel vision and focus.
I just want to focus, do your own thing. And my wife used to be in my office with me when I originally got my this countertop for the PC, and she was next to me because I built her own rig. We were next to each other, and I eventually just kicked her out. And I was like, "Well, you're going downstairs to the living room, babe. You're out of here."
Wow. Distraction.
No, but the thing is, whenever we hang out with friends and we're talking about our spaces and all of that, she always tells people that I kicked her out, but it wasn't like that. It was just like, babe, do you want your own space? And I get my own space, and I got to keep the room.
Excellent.
And she got to keep a little corner downstairs, and but she's happy. She's happy down there. She's like, oh, I got the kitchen close to me. I got the living room TV and all of that, and my computer. So she's happy. But I mean, I kind of go crazy here now. I've been playing the guitar more lately, playing games, and but I'm slowly coming back to building. I've been building the Stormbringer, not the Stormbringer, sorry, the Thunderbolt. And how
are you finding that so far? Been going straight into another MG.
I think.
When was the last MG you built? Actually, I'm thinking about it, like, because I'm pretty sure for like all the reviews you've been doing all HGs and RGs. So when was the last MG you built?
The last MG I built, I think will have to be either the new Verka or the Eclipse Gundam.
So it's still like much earlier in the year.
Yeah, I haven't built. Yeah. I haven't built. I think the last couple of them were, hey Meg, how are you? Thanks for joining in. Hope you're well. Yeah, no, it's been like I said, I haven't built, and I just started building again, and I started with the Thunderbolt. I was able to get it at a really awesome discount. And that's what I'm building right now. But hopefully soon I'll be building another kit on stream for you guys. And but like I was talking to my wife about it, I'm like, I really need to just stream every day that I can, even just to build stream, because it kind of motivates me to stream, like, sorry, to build.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it's like a reminder that, hey, you have to just build. And it's important to keep that motivation going, because last time, I don't know, how do you guys feel with motivation right now? Like, how about you, MagicMike? Like, how are you feeling with, I know that you have, you're working and all that. Are you still motivated? I know you went through this period of burnout.
Burnout, yeah.
Right.
Well, right now I'm like, I'm back on schedule. So like, I started redoing my paint station outdoors. So like, right now I'm just itching to finish the scribing phase, which is giving me a massive headache right now. Cause like, I'm working on the Quant Full Saber, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm doing is I'm looking at EA Gunpla, I'm looking at Justin's build, I'm looking at resin builds. I'm just like trying to copy the designs from all those different builds and just like slapping on whatever I could on the kit I'm working on right now, so I can start painting.
Okay. I think that's, whenever I didn't feel motivated, I also watched a lot of YouTube videos, so that's good. Yeah. So who do you feel out of all the people that you're watching right now has motivated you the most? Like, is there a content creator that's motivated you right now? Kind of like pushing
right
you?
Now, in terms of painting, I think I would have to say either EA Gunpla or Choco Falcon.
Ooh, Choco, yeah. Yeah, he's always good. EA too. EA has a lot of his builds have kind of he's always, you know what I like about him now? Because I'll be honest, in the past I was like, it's kind of like the same color scheme over and over again. Is that he's changing up his color schemes, but he's going more for, I feel like his style is a lot more reminiscent of Joshua Dara's style.
Yeah.
Like I said,
starting to like solidify my clean paint style.
Yes, it's that cleanliness that's like top tier. Yo, Noble Mecha, thanks for joining in. Evangeline, aka Meg, says she has terrible motivation and she loves Choco, one of the coolest builders. He really is. He's always been such a nice guy. But man, Meg, what's up with the motivation? I mean, if you wanna talk to us and tell us about it. If you don't want to, it's okay. We've all gone through those periods of no motivation whatsoever to build. How about you, Old School? Have you felt that way?
Oh yes, by a long shot. No, it's just one of those things of, I think I find once I've got into a flow, it's great, but it requires me to open up the packet, the box, and actually dig in. And I think it's that initial apprehension when I kind of look at the box and I go, maybe tomorrow, and I'll do something else completely.
Yeah.
Rather than actually just kind of do it. Well, once I've opened it, then everything comes flying back, and I'm like, yeah, let's just get into the flow of things. But it's if I find if I clear off my desk between sessions, that's like an immediate stop point. If I leave everything as it is, then I'll come back and go, I should finish this. I should get on with it. So
yeah.
It depends basically on it, but it's like I've had this ashtray sitting here basically teasing me, and I just haven't opened it.
You haven't opened it.
I haven't opened it. It's just sitting there. It's the final ashtray in my collection that I need to go put on the shelf, but I've just not had the motivation to kind of go, right, let me go and do it.
Yeah.
It's just sitting there teasing me every day.
But is it a lack of interest in the hobby, or is it would you say that it's a lack of discipline on your end, or
both? I think both. The problem is that I think for me, normal life and doing things, work, family, everything else, and then having that small amount of time, you're either wanting to kind of go, right, I'm going to go sit and do something with a hobby, or I'm going to take the easy route and go, I'll sit back and just oversaturate myself with a video of somebody else doing it.
You see what I mean? Okay.
And you kind of end up in that kind of bad loop of kind of sitting through watching other people's videos going, I'm being inspired, but you're not actually doing it, which I feel that's where you kind of end up in this role of being in the hobby of doing stuff but not actually doing it.
Yeah, like this vicious cycle of, it's like you're lying to yourself.
Yeah.
Like that's basically what it is. It's you're lying to yourself that you're doing something. Noble Mecha says, I've been trying to finish projects. I know I've read some of the stuff that you've written on Discord. I know that you're working on some things. And then Meg says she has a lack of creativity for herself lately. Sometimes, you know what happens is a lot of people tend to get like locked up in this idea that you have to create this amazing fucking piece. Right? And because I know that happened to me in the past. I'm pretty sure I talked to you guys about this. I'm almost sure like I've had this conversation before, and that happened to me specifically with this guy. Right?
Yeah.
Jesta?
Yeah.
This is my Jesta, my unfinished Jesta. And this guy is, to me, the reason I haven't finished it, not because I don't want to. It's kind of just sitting there as a reminder to me that I shouldn't force myself to be creative, as bad as that sounds. Does that make sense?
Doesn't sound bad. When it's there, it's there. That's the thing, is once you get into that mindset, it will just flow. So whether that's in 6 months or a year's time, when we finally see the end results of your Jester, fair enough.
Right.
But
yeah.
But there shouldn't be a time. Probably the best way, but there shouldn't be a time limit on your creativity. That you have to have it done by X period of time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that kind of idea that you're forcing yourself. That I get it. Makes us, and this is a question to all of us. Have you guys ever been in a place where you just feel your skills aren't getting better and you're frustrated? I think that's kind of the rut I am in. So she feels that she's kind of there.
Yeah. That sounds very familiar.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Meg. Does that come from a place of you yourself, like you're actively looking within your skill set, or is it coming from a place of you're looking at others' work and also comparing yourself? Because the reason I ask is because I feel that happens to a lot of us is she says she lives in her boyfriend's shadow. JK. Okay, I was about to say, come on. Come on, man. No way. I think you and Freddie are like one of those power couples, and I love seeing it. You guys support each other and shit. But no, but going back to like the comparing thing is at some point I think that's one of the bad things of social media in general, with anything, any hobby, or just in general, even selfies, right? And I'm definitely somebody who's fallen into that rut where I'll take a picture of myself, right? This is just of me, right? I'll take a picture of myself and I'm about to post it. And I tell my wife, how do I look in this picture? And she's like, oh, wow, you look great, babe. I'm like, no, I don't. Fuck this picture, dude. Because I'm looking at pictures of like Henry Cavill. I'm looking at like this model, Nick Bateman. I'm looking at these guys. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because the same shit happens with model kits. Sometimes it's difficult to post your shit up there and really feel like it's gonna shine. And it's such a difficult rut to get out of. And I think at some point you just have to accept that you are not the best, but you can try your best. Right? So
I think everyone just needs to just try. That's the thing. It's like, I feel if you're constantly stopping yourself because somebody else appears to be better, you will never move from where you are, because there's always going to be someone better than you. Always. That's nature of everything in life. There's always going to be somebody who's got that one rung above you that you're always going to be wanting to get to. And if you're always waiting to hold off your stuff till then, you'll never keep going forward.
Yeah. That's I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough. I think we all go through that phase at one point. There's some people that seem to never go through that fucking phase, dude. There's just people out there that have this a freaking amazing flow of creativity and and I'm just like, where? How? And you know what's the thing? And real quick, let me just read what Meg said. But yeah, comparing my skills to others, I know I need to practice more, but it's frustrating. There it is. I said it like before you even answered. It's comparing. A lot of times that's what we do. We just compare our work to other people's work. Shit, I compare my review videos to other people's review videos, and I always ask aside from consistency, and that's another conversation, but when I edit something or I post a YouTube video, I watch other people's reviews on that same fucking kid. I'm like, why are my videos not getting as many views? Right? Like, I get it, mine came later, but it shouldn't be this low, right? Like, why? What are they doing that I'm not doing? What is different? And I kind of stopped doing that in the past month. When I started posting again, just doing my own thing, and I'm just like, all right, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it fucking doesn't. And I'm at that point where I don't care. I don't care to
put it out there. That's the best thing to do.
That's a better mindset to be in. To like stop comparing yourself to others. It's better to compare yourself to your previous self. Much more healthier.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, it's better. It's, what is it called? It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But it's, if you need to be better than somebody else, Meg, you have to be better than the Meg from yesterday, right? And it's the same thing for everybody, you know. Be better than the Mike from yesterday. Be better than the Oldskool from yesterday. Your only competition should be yourself, right? It's funny because all this motivational speak, I was watching. I think it was 21 Savage who said it. I know I'm just kind of 21 Savage is actually from England, so 21 Savage.
Yes.
He was. I think somebody asked him on a podcast, like, you know, like who's better? Or maybe it wasn't 21. Maybe it was somebody else. But they basically said, you know, who's the best rapper? You know, do you consider yourself the best rapper? He's like, no, I don't consider myself the best rapper. And he's like, and they're like, well, why not? I'm like, well, because somebody else is going to say that this person is better, and somebody else is going to say that this person is better, and that conversation is always going to be in the air. He's like, and the only thing that it matters to me is that I'm a better rapper than I was yesterday and a month ago, and my only competition is myself, nobody else. That's how I get better. Right?
100% agree with it.
And that's the only thing that fucking matters, is you have to be better than yourself. And I do this constantly, because like I see fuck, let's just talk real quick. You guys saw Ryan Lau's post of his little SD. You saw that? Wonderful. The Hazel one?
Yep. That's absolutely amazing.
What? Yeah. Like how is this even fucking possible? Like, and I know that might be exaggerating and dick riding, whatever you want to call it, but whenever I see his posts, they motivate me, because this guy just seems to be a beacon of light. And I know that sounds super weird, and it's just that kind of idea. And you know what's the best thing about him is whenever I remember one time I told him, man, you're a fucking master, and he's like, no, I'm not. Like, there's still so much for me to learn. I need to learn this. I need to do this. And it's this constant flow of him becoming better, right? And I think that's very important. Freddie says, is my shadow in the chat? No, Freddie, your shadow's not in the chat. Han says, hello, what's up, Han? Hope you're doing well, man. Thanks for joining in. Noble says, oh, I look at people whose stuff is better and I go, I can reach that eventually. I just got to work more and more. Noble, you have the right mindset, man. And Meg says I sound like her therapist. Well, I will consider that and maybe start charging people for my talks. The Plow Plate King. I think Noble's talking about Ryan. But anyway, the point is, that's what I feel. You got to be better than yourself, than your past. And if you're gonna compare yourself, she hates her therapist. Oh, she likes me though. Okay. Whew.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah. You're not charging her yet.
I'm not charging her yet. No, but like I see everybody in like the hobby who's grown, man. Like it's crazy. You have Drawns, you have Mike, dude. I remember when you started and you were fucking tagging everybody in your photos all the time.
Yeah. For that sweet IG clout.
For that IG clout. Yo, you know, I'll be honest. I'm fucking tired of Instagram. Like, I use it. I'll say that. Like, I'm a hypocrite, whatever you want to call me. I'm tired of Instagram. I'm tired of trying to figure Instagram out.
Yeah, the algorithm's messed up.
I'm fucking tired of, like, I understand. Okay, look, one of the main things everybody's going to tell you when you get into, like, video making or content creating is consistency, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. Let's get that out of the way, right? But, bro, like... I remember when I used to post a picture like a year and a half ago and it would get like over 200, 300 likes. Okay. And I was at like 1,500 followers, or like, I think I was 1,100. I only went up to 1,500, not subscribers, sorry. Followers after my...
followers.
Yeah, followers, sorry. After my, what's it called? What's that build called? The Sniper 2 build that I did. The only good build I've ever fucking done. And, that, like, I used to get a lot of likes back then, and now that I'm starting to come back, it's like, oh, here's 30 likes, here's 60 likes.
Yeah, you'll be lucky to get away with 50 likes on a post.
And I'm like, what?
After you've been gone.
What the?
Because you got to get the AI's got to figure you back out again, realize that you're actually posting, and then eventually put out all your posts to all the people that you're following.
Oh, I mean, Freddie hit
takes a while.
Just look what Freddie's writing. He says, reels, do reels. That's all IG cares about now. They paid me $105 to post 3 reels.
They paid you? Wow. Nice.
Fuck that. I blame TikTok for all of this.
Literally. It's TikTok, and then you have YouTube Shorts, And then you have Facebook, and now Facebook does it too. Instagram has Reels, and you have all of this media going to that like short form video, and they work. When I did the Sasabi bust,
I did. It got more likes on the short than it did on the video. Yeah.
Yeah. So I did the Reel. Yeah. Well, I did the YouTube short. Okay, and I did that thing. I shit you not. If Brian was here, he would tell you that he left his house. No, sorry, he left my house after we recorded, and he got home. And when he got home, I sent him the reel that the YouTube short that I made like in fucking 5 minutes. I made that thing in 5 minutes. Added music, boom, boom, little cuts and all this. Posted up on YouTube. I'm like, it's gonna get like 10 views or some shit. Next day, it's got 900 views. I'm just like, what? And all of a sudden, all that traffic from that Sasabi went to the RG God Gundam build. I mean, review, and that video has like 1,000 views now.
Yeah. So you got to just make the little 10-second videos now. That's all you got to do. It's the teaser, before the film.
I'm like, what? Because the review of the Sasabi bus didn't get those 1,000 views. Those all went to the shorts. And because the review wasn't out first, instead people went to the RG God Gundam. And I haven't posted a short, so there has been no traffic to move to the Sasabi. And so and you guys are gonna see a lot more shorts now, by the way. Okay, because today Brian, after the show, Brian's gonna be here and we're gonna be recording for the review of next week. And I'm gonna post probably a short tomorrow with the footage. And that's basically what the fuck I'm gonna be doing now. Is just shorts. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
GTS on TikTok.
Go with the flow, man. Whatever works.
Do a TikTok dance. I don't think you guys want to see me dance.
There you go.
But yeah, it's just IG is so. Like, how about you, Mike? Like, and you, old school. Like, do you guys ever feel that way? Okay, be honest with me. Do you guys ever look at your like counters on IG? Can you just get that out of the way?
Recently, no
shame.
To be honest, recently, no.
I was gonna say, like, when I originally started the account, and you kind of spend a lot of time comparing to everyone else. Now it's just, it doesn't faze me anymore. It's not a thing of I don't have a set goal. It's like, put it out there, and that's it. I won't even bother looking at the count anymore. It's just, to be honest, it is. I found over time, especially if, again, same thing with you guys, like once you kind of come away and you're not literally doing a daily post, a weekly post, different timed posts, and you're figuring it all out or trying to beat the algorithm, you basically, as time goes on, once you come back again, you're starting from the bottom.
Yeah.
So trying to sort of attain what you had maybe a year ago for your posts won't happen for maybe another year.
Yeah.
So you might as well just put it out there and just be like, right, leave it be. If it gets popular, it's get popular. So I'm quite happy for people to see whatever's I put on there. But if it's not as what, put any previous posts I've done, nah, not that. I'm not that phased anymore. Because the thing is I can guarantee you probably in about a year, 2 years time, there'll probably be some other new social media platforms going to pop up. And everybody's going to be running for it.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. TR13's in the chat. He says, shorts. And he says, I forgot that I have an IG these days. I was actually gonna message you, TR, because I realized that you weren't posting a lot anymore, and I was gonna ask you if you've worked on anything lately. My mom says she's watching me on the TV. Thanks, Mom. It's IG is crazy.
A lot of people haven't been posting a lot on IG. Do you guys know Squirrel Militia?
Yeah.
Another gun. Yeah, he hasn't been posting like for a year now. I haven't seen anything new from his IG page.
Jetto hasn't posted a video in like 8 months,
right?
Or anything.
Like a lot of builders haven't been posting anything, or either that or I haven't been seeing them. They haven't been showing up on my feed.
Yeah,
it's weird.
And that's what I said. It's no point trying to outdo the algorithm, because even people that you like, you may not even see their stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't. You really don't. That's actually a really good point. I think people,
unless you're doing it for a living, like posting professionally.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good thing you bring up, because it's not our job, right?
Yeah,
It's
we're not professional gun club builders.
Right? And I don't
Whatever that means.
Yeah.
I hate that term.
I'm a professional Gundam builder. It's people who do it for, I mean, there are certain people who live off of this hobby, right? And that's fine. I remember when I was doing some of the video game streams with Brian on Twitch, sometimes we'd get like 3 people watching, 4 people watching. And I remember last time we did it, we were playing Doom. And we were just having fun, him and I. We were just kind of chatting. And at the end of the night, before he left my house, and I finished it, I finished the stream. It was like a 3-hour stream. He said, "Man, I'm sorry that we didn't get a lot of viewership." And I turned to him and I told him, "Bro, I don't care anymore." Like, to me, if I'm gonna get online on camera with someone, I'm gonna enjoy that, right? Like, I'm gonna enjoy my time doing that, because I enjoy doing this. So if I sat for 3 hours playing Doom with you, Brian, to me that was fucking worth it, because I got to hang out with my friend and we got to play video games. And if people wanted to come in and chat and watch it, great. And if they didn't, same thing. And that's my mindset. Yesterday when I got on and I started building, I didn't make a post on it. I think I just posted it on Discord. Because, by the way, I deleted the bot that would post every fucking thing all the time. I deleted that bot. So
I remember that bot.
Yeah. I deleted it because it was just being stupid, and it would just post like every little thing. If I tried a test thing, boom, at everyone, and people get annoyed. I'd get annoyed, so I just deleted the fuck out of it. And so I just made a post and people came in, and great. And if you want to come in and hang out, great. And if you don't, that's fine too. Because I have a job. Right? I'm not gonna pretend that I'm gonna be a millionaire off of this. And I'm just gonna have fun with what I'm doing. If people want to come in and hear me rant about stupid shit, then by all means. Right?
Yeah.
By all means.
I apply the same theory to the Instagram post as well. Just put it out there.
Yep. She says, Meg says, I think doing it professionally would be exhausting. In my own opinion, I couldn't do it because I'd no longer love it.
Yep. I always want this to
be that's what happened to me early 2022. With all the commissions I took, I started hating it. Like, I got like exhausted. Like, I would usually finish a build a month, 1 month per build. Like, when I was doing the commissions, it took me like 3 months to finish the commission. Like, I literally like slowed down.
Well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. So have you put those on pause, or are you stopping?
Sorry, what?
Have you put the commissions on pause, or are you stopping?
I completely stopped everything. Like, nah.
Okay.
This is not worth it.
Oh,
plus, the backlog is like starting to pile up, so I need to start building for myself now. I'll show you guys the backlog. Here's the backlog. Here's the
it's your wall. It's your wall, basically.
That looks lovely.
Yeah. And that's just one of the walls. There's the other wall. That's the other wall.
Yeah.
So I have to like tear that down. So no, I have to start building for myself now.
Yeah. At least that little pile there is going to take you at least a good 6 months or so to get through. So
exactly.
Yeah. No. Well, I think. Oh, if TR's still in the chat, I remember he also used to do. Oh, he's literally is. He just commented. He said, "I don't do commissions anymore. It burns you out." I was literally about to mention him because I'm pretty sure we talked about this during his interview, about him not doing commissions anymore because of that. It burns you out. Like, you're building for other people. You're not enjoying it anymore. I know a couple of people in the hobby that are content creators that have personally told me that they're burnt out. I'm not gonna say who, but I know for a fact that it's there, right? But they've decided to make a living on it, so they have to keep doing it, right? You can't just stop anymore, right? You have to. What's up, VFX 10 Viper? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so they can't stop. They just have to keep pushing forward, and I think that's. I mean, fuck, you even hear it from YouTubers who do YouTube, right? Everybody wants to be a YouTuber. Everybody wants to make videos for a living, be a content creator. And it may seem fun at first, but people forget that you have to edit, you have to do this, and you have to do
a lot of admin to it. Yeah.
Blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden it's
everything on top of the actual build.
Yeah. There's a hobby on top of your hobby. Like,
Yeah. Well, I think it happened to me 2 years ago at the end of 2020, beginning of 2021, with the PGU. I think I mentioned it to you guys too. I was the one who was helming the most builds, for like reviews, and I was just fucking building every single day. I was like,
whacking them out,
build, and I wasn't enjoying the builds anymore. I'm just building. I was a machine, just building. And I remember I told the guys, bro, I'm not fucking enjoying building anymore. I don't want to build another fucking kit in a while. You guys can build, review them yourselves. I don't want to do any of this for right now. And it becomes a job, and all of a sudden you lose a vital part. And a lot of people I think forget that one of the biggest and most fun part of building a kit is, well, the build, right?
Oh.
It's a very intimate time that you have with the kit. As weird as that
sounds.
It
is. Well, yeah, I'd probably say like that's the one thing that I think eventually did get to me, which is, I mean, was it last year or the year before, when I was doing the builds in chronological order of release, so that I didn't get burnt out on the tech. So I didn't sort of build the best and then go back to something horrible. Yeah. And at least progressively you can kind of keep that motivation going and rolling just by kind of switching things up a bit.
Yeah. I don't know. I know, guys, this is a fucking depressing talk. I know, but it's one of those things that happens, man. It's a hobby, you know, and you got to keep it a hobby. Fuck it. The same thing happens with video games. Same thing happens with a lot of things. So fuck. Sometimes I remember I finished building my rig and I would play for a bit and then I would stop, and sometimes I'd just sit here and watch YouTube on my computer. And one day I just went to my wife and I laid down next to her. She's like, "What's wrong?" Because you know how like wives know that there's something wrong with you. Like they just know. And I'm like, well, you know what? I'm like, babe, I have what I've always wanted ever since I was a kid, right? Like what I dreamed of, and I just kind of sit there and do nothing with it.
Yep.
Like, why? I'm full of energy. I have energy. Yep. Why the fuck did I do it? Like, I'm just, why? Somebody just inject me with motivation and wanting to do something. It's such a painstaking reality of life, and I think we all have to I'll have to kind of soldier through it and figure something out. And I try to keep myself busy, especially now that I have time off, with different things. Like now I'm building again, I'm editing, I'm playing my games with my friends, I'm playing guitar. My wife comes home, we'll watch Ozark on Netflix or some shit, hang out. Weekends we go out to eat, and now I'm actually like, you know, enjoying things again, gaining the sense
that variety.
The variety.
Changing up what your brain cells are doing.
Yeah, it feels nice.
Don't
for it,
put all your eggs in one. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, even if it's like a hobby. It's like a rabbit hole.
Well, that's why it's a hobby. Hobby.
Yeah, exactly.
Hobby, not job, not anything. That's why I always feel bad for people who come into the hobby looking for clout. And I think I've said before, if you come into the hobby, and I'm not the only one who said it, I think other people said, if you come into the hobby looking for clout, stop right now. No clout is worth fucking over your hobby for it. I don't think so. Brian, our editor, says, calling that GM sniper build the only good build you've done is exactly the kind of mindset that kills motivation. Shit, you're right, dude. Whenever you know how I was gonna start working on my Dynamis? That thing is sitting in a box over there in this closet. It's sitting in the little like Tupperware thing. I haven't scribed on it because I'm scribing on it, and in my mind I'm thinking of my sniper turn. I'm like, how do I top that? 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 Is it gonna be better? I have to prove to someone that I'm better than what I just did. And then, yeah, you're right. Meg says, man, I don't love work anymore. I wish I could stop that.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. If only it wasn't for the money part.
Yeah, but work keeps you eating, keeps a roof over your head. It's a different beast, different animal.
Thanks for the gunpla bills.
Yeah, yeah. It gives you money for your gunpla, for your wall, right? It's a tough thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get off of the freaking depressing thing, okay? And let's talk. What do you want? Do you guys see my cat's like hand coming up every time?
Yeah.
She wants attention. She's just.
I saw.
She's just hanging out here. She wants love. I kind of wanted to talk about something, and I wanted to get your points of views on a little thing that happened this week on social media. I think it was this week. Was it last week? I don't even know.
Last week.
Okay, so I like how he just knows exactly what I'm talking about.
He's got his time down.
Calm down, Mike.
It's all over in my IG stories, man.
I want to talk about the whole Studio G thing that happened with the masterclass. And I just want to get a little bit of your points of views, guys. You guys don't have to tell me the whole shebang. If you guys don't want to get into the drama, that's fine. It wasn't drama, really. I don't consider it drama. I think people overreacted. I can give you guys.
Want to give the summary for those who don't know?
So for those who don't know, my boy Justin came out with I forgot what he called it, but it was masterclass. I'm pretty sure it was masterclass. And he was gonna charge. How much was it? $499?
Yep.
$499 USD.
500
for a whole course, by the way, for lessons, right? Videos that he's prepared, editing that he's done. I'm gonna say that right now because I want people to understand this instead of just fucking taking things for face value, okay? And people apparently. Here's the thing: when he posted that, the whole class thing, I thought it was. I didn't fucking have anything to say against it, and little did I know that people actually. I think he deleted the post, didn't he?
He did. He took the classes back and refunded everyone.
Yep.
Right.
From what I heard.
So he took down the post, so I didn't get to see any of the comments. So I guess I didn't read them because I didn't think people were gonna be, fucking pissed about it. Apparently, because nowadays people don't have anything else to do other than get pissed about every little fucking thing online, dude. Like seriously, the fuck, okay?
Reason to get angry.
It's not the drama before I even saw Studio G's post.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Really? That's what hit my feed first. The drama. I saw the drama and then I went Studio G. What's happening? Like, what? Okay, classes. Oh, okay.
All right, is that it?
Like,
yeah,
it
was one of those things. It was like the anger behind it was bigger than the actual marketing.
Did you get to see the anger behind it? Because I didn't.
It's just silly. It just the amount of people it surprised me. The amount of people that showed up on my feed that actually had 2 pence to say about it in such an awful way about it as well. Like it wasn't even sort of like a balanced view. It was immediate like, I hate this. Why are you doing this? And every reason why you shouldn't be doing it.
Very disproportional.
Yeah.
Look,
the thing is.
People want things for free, okay? Let's just get that out of the way right now. People want a lot of people. I'm okay. I don't want to say people. A lot of people want things for free, okay? $499 for everything he was offering, and he goes into depth to what he was offering in one of the comments on his apology video, because he had to come out with an apology video. I never thought I'd see an apology video from him. What's up?
I don't think he should have apologized at all.
I don't think he should have apologized either.
I don't think you should even bother to put the effort in of even saying sorry for running a business. I just
when he did the video, it's like he validated everything the haters were like saying.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
you agree.
Why would you say sorry for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, $499 USD or whatever it was, yeah, it's not cheap, but it's not meant to be cheap, okay? And with everything that he was offering, it was worth. And hear me out. This is not because he's my friend, okay? It's because I think, and I agree with something that somebody posted there, if you're good at something, never do it for free. You guys have to remember that you have to, sorry, I was reading the comment. You have to remember something, okay? This is his fucking livelihood, right? This is his job. If you want to pay for it, you pay for it. If you don't want to pay for it, don't fucking pay for it. Plain and simple. Yep. Just don't fucking pay.
It's optional.
That's
Nobody's forcing you.
Nobody forced. And fuck, if you're more resourceful, you can literally go onto Google or YouTube and look up a bunch of tutorials because they exist.
Yep. I kind of liken it of one of these things of why people get angry, maybe at like, I don't know, sort of to twist it in a way towards like free to play games. Yeah, like you can find free to play games to a million of them.
Yep.
Yeah, but there's always going to be somebody who wants to pay more to get something more out of it.
Yep.
Not a problem. That's their money. That's up to them to do. Yeah, and it's the same thing with this. Is like when you break it down, you kind of go, well, let's say for the amount of time of each tutorial, the amount of time it would take, and you break down how much money he was charging, minimum wage. He's not even like, if you break it down like per hour cost, it wasn't actually that bad.
Look, I didn't get to see any of the videos that he edited, but if they were edited in any way that he edits his fucking actual videos on his YouTube, then they're worth, dude. Like, that's cheap.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying, is that the actual cost of what he was doing wasn't that bad.
No,
I think it was just the fact that he went in with the large number first as the marketing. That's what I think is what shocked people.
100%. Yeah, if somebody would have, like, if he would have posted, like, I don't know, $20 per video, then I think people would have.
Yeah, exactly. If he piecemealed it out and said, you know, right, if you guys want to get specifically scribing only, it's, you know, $20 as an example. You know, next one is player playing, $20. But if you want the whole lot, here's the whole package. I think that would have probably maybe have like had less venomous
of a backlash.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it's because it went in with, here's the big number for my skill set. This is how much I value myself. This is how much you guys should be paying me. I think that's what probably got everyone's back up. But to me, it's like, well, it's a business. What, you know, if you want to pay it, so be it. And from the sounds of it, it sounds like people did pay it.
Yeah, people wanted it.
People. Exactly. So he had a business model. To me, that's, you know, that's already a success. If somebody's willing to already put down the money, then you're already winning. You know, it'd be a different ballpark if he turned around and said, you know what, nobody's paid for this. I'm really sorry, this turned out to be a really bad idea. But if he's turning around and saying, actually, I had to refund people, somebody out there paid for it. So, or multiple people paid for it. Who knows?
Because people value it.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's not ripping anybody off. People value it, then great. And if you don't value it, then don't fucking get it. But don't get pissed off because he's trying to do a business thing. Meg says, I don't understand why you pay for it when there's many YouTube videos, etc. But a bunch of us were talking about it, and some people need structure like an actual class versus watching videos. Yeah, a lot of people need that.
Yeah.
Some people need. I've asked for help to a bunch of people. Fuck, even TR13 who's in the chat, I've asked him for help when it came to like how he's done things, or Ryan Lau, or Joshua, or anybody that I've talked to, and I think it was with I think I've only ever gotten somebody who tell me that I would need to pay, or maybe I didn't. I don't remember. The point is that I reach out to these people, right? To the people that I admire, and I ask them for help on something. If they want to charge me and they're like, hey, you know what? I'll tell you, but give me $10 for me to teach you. Then, okay, you're valuing your time. Then if I want to pay those $10, I will. If I don't, then at that point I'll be like, okay, like I can't, right? I can't pay that, right?
Yeah.
So you can take different avenues in learning this skill set. You don't have to pay someone, but you also shouldn't bully someone because they want to pay for it. And you shouldn't bully someone into taking down their business model just because you don't like their business model and you can't afford their business model. It doesn't work that way.
And that's the other thing is like, I imagine a lot of people who were complaining about it would have been people that wouldn't even have considered paying for it anyway. So it's like, why complain about it if you're not even that bothered about it? Really?
Yeah.
You know, if it was one of those things of, I'd really, really like that, but this is way out my price range, and the price was the problem, and the debate came then was, well, maybe you should reduce the price. And then the timeline of events was, you know, eventually kind of, okay, I'll change the pricing structure. Fair enough. But because then you're adjusting your business model to suit your consumers.
Yep.
Not rather than kind of just going, well, somebody doesn't like it, so I'll just stop it. But if people are paying for it, to me, it sounds like it was a good thing.
Yo, MagicMike, I like how you build and do LEDs, man. Can you do a kit for me? I can't pay you though, but I really like how you do things.
Hard pass.
Why, dude? Now I'm gonna go post on social media that I'm pissed at you because it's not affordable to me, dude. Fuck you. You're terrible. Like that's literally how it sounds.
Yeah, no. Hell no.
It's literally how it fucking sounds. Like it's
same thing with commissions. Like I've experienced the same thing here in the Philippines. Like I post like an ad for like commissions with a set price, blah 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 this, blah 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 that, and then a bunch of people get mad, and then they tell me like, oh, you're charging too high, blah 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 blah. Like look at my piece, blah blah. Like they started posting their piece in my thread, and like I just let the comment thread blow up on itself, and like a lot of people were agreeing with me, some were disagreeing with me. So it's like, okay, free publicity.
Yeah.
So like
people coming to
I never took the video down. I never made an apology. Like still took the commissions.
Yep. Yeah, the way that that's the way business works, guys. I want to buy. If I want to buy a PS5 at GameStop, I have to pay what GameStop is offering for. I can't just be like, oh, I don't value that at like $600, dude. I value it at $400. GameStop is gonna literally look at it and be like,
no.
Okay, take the L, goodbye. Like, I don't know. The point is,
you gotta stick to your guns.
You shouldn't. I don't think he should have apologized. I know why. I know that he probably did it because you know that's his livelihood, and obviously there must have been some backlash. I just didn't see all of it, but I did read some of the backlash that still existed within the fucking video. I mean, sorry, the comment thread. I saw somebody talking about wanting to learn the skill set or some shit, and you don't need to learn the skill set. Like there's a paywall behind certain things, right? And it's just the way things are.
Yep. And I'd probably say as well, like just even the nature of what he was offering is that being taught something is very different from watching somebody else do it and then you try and apply it yourself. There's a different set of muscle memory. There's no way anybody can say, oh, wow, by the way, you're holding your scribing tool wrong. Yeah, because all you're doing is copying somebody else, or you're trying to mimic what you see on a video versus actually being taught, which is in itself a much more valuable skill if somebody can actually refine what you're doing. So that's where I would say is where the cost is valued. You know what I mean? You're actually being educated by somebody, not trying to absorb something passively.
That's actually a very good point, Oldskool. Like you know, like I'm a college professor, right? So I teach culinary arts, like cooking classes for college students. So it's very different. Like we went through the pandemic, right? So we also did like online classes. It's very different. As a student, it's very different when you're watching a cooking video versus actually cooking and having your professor looking over your shoulder and teaching you how to do this, how to do that.
Yeah.
So like watching something does not guarantee that you actually learn the skill you're paying for, or learn the skill that you're watching.
Yeah. Or even learn the skill well. Yeah. You know, you can watch as many videos as you like about, you know, as an example, painting. Doesn't mean that you're about to be a master painter just because you've watched X amount of thousands of videos. Yeah, because you're passively trying to take in something and then apply muscle memory physically to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
doing something is different from watching something.
Exactly.
Now, Freddie says, from what I read, you had to pay extra just to be able to type in a chat. DLC education.
What?
Ooh,
now, wait a second. It's crazy, yeah, for sure. But I'm gonna mention something, and Freddie, you could hate me for saying this, dude. On Twitch, there's this thing called subscriber only chat, right? If it was subscriber only chat, right? Because it exists, doesn't it? Literally, streamers do it. You have to pay to be able to type in a chat. You have to pay a monthly fee to be able to do that if they put it on subscriber chat. Now, I'm not saying it's correct to do it. I'm not saying that it's the best way of doing things. And nobody's arguing whether it's a one-on-one class or it isn't. Well, I think maybe the whole different, I think guess what Oldskool said. Yeah, subscriber chat is lame as fuck. That's why I've never used it. I used follower chat for the bots that would try to type in there, but subscriber chat I think is lame. But it exists. Like, sometimes you have to pay to type in places, and that's just the way models work. And whether if you want to pay, you pay, and if you don't pay, right? If the way that I see Justin's way of doing things is he's charging you for his knowledge, which people obviously value his knowledge. His time for editing the videos that he was gonna put out, because editing a video is not a $10 thing, okay? And just being able to offer that service. So how much does a video editor charge?
Oh, I don't know about that one.
I have no idea.
Yeah, not a clue on the pay grade for that one.
I don't know.
I have to throw Brian on the bus for that one. I have to ask him how much he charges.
How much do you think Justin would charge someone to edit a video the way that he edits videos?
Ooh.
Let's just sit down and think about that. How much does a fucking video like that cost?
500 per video? I don't know.
Yeah. You see, and this is where it gets tricky, because it's like that sort of skill set. You know, for example, myself, I've got no skills with editing videos. But if he turned around and said to me, you know what, $200 for an hour, and I will show you how to do it, I'll be probably tempted.
Yep. Brian, our editor for GTS, who literally edits for a living, literally just said, we never charge as much as we'd like to.
Yeah, but then I'd argue that the end result is probably more valuable than what you're actually charging.
Paid for.
Yeah,
and let's not even and obviously now we're getting into how much something costs. We completely already ignored the fact that you don't have to fucking pay for it.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah.
You don't have to. Yeah. Nobody's fucking forcing you to pay for it. You want to learn how to scribe? Literally, Robbie Pla has a scribing video, right on there. You want to learn how to paint? There's a bunch of fucking how to paint videos on there. You want to learn scribe? There's a fucking free masterclass by Ryan Lau over on our GTS channel that you could go take a look at. There's so many places where you can look. You can literally message. And if you're nice and you're respectful in the way of typing, and you're not insisting and forcing someone to teach you something, and you're like, hey, TR13, I've seen your work. I really like it. I would love to know how it is that you were able to extend the torso on your PG Astray. How were you able to get those? What were your references? Would you be able to help me out? Instead of going, hey man, how did you do this? Tell me now. Like, you can find knowledge for free. You don't have to pay for it. Nobody's fucking forcing you to. And I just think it was super fucking ridiculous. And again, I just think people nowadays have nothing else to do other than fucking complain online about every little fucking thing.
People have way too much time on their hands, if you ask me.
Too much time. TR13 says, but if my man lives off of that, then you can't hate him for it. It sucks to some, but at the end of the day, it's his content, knowledge, and most importantly, his time that he's offering.
Yep.
And that's the way, there it is. Noble says 100 and up. I taught myself electrical engineering, and I'm self-taught at JavaScript and some coding. Because nowadays we live in an era, guys, where you can literally look up knowledge in the palm of your hand. Instead of going through TikTok for like 2 hours, you can literally Google something up and how to do. You know how I learned how to edit? I obviously asked Brian a couple of things. Okay, let's be honest here. But I learned how to edit by watching YouTube videos. How did I learn how to build a computer? I learned through YouTube videos. How did I learn how to but how did I learn how to play guitar? I learned by myself. And now I'm paying a teacher to teach me more because I value that knowledge, right?
The thing is that I think I would love to say it's a generation thing. It's not. It's just our current way of doing things is that because the content is there and it's free, we consider the value always at zero. So even if it's bad content and you've got eyes on it, I mean, you could easily watch a terrible video on how to play the guitar. You may come away after 5 minutes and not learn anything, but you spent time on it, but for free. Yep. Yeah. So your value level is already here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus like, potentially you've got somebody else who maybe, you might find a different content creator who does have a valuable video that within 2 minutes they teach you something that somebody else can talk to in 15.
Hey, Lucy Mendoza. Sorry, it's my cat. She was playing around with the box. Sorry. I had to.
But I think that's the problem is we're always everything is always at the bottom level.
Yep.
Value is always at zero.
But it's not.
And I think that's also maybe the other side of things as well with the whole Justin thing is people's perception of his value.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you were to throw that out and say, right, $500, whatever it was for a course with Justin, you may find that there will be a corner of the internet and population that go, who's this person? Why would I want to pay that amount of money? Why are they charging that amount of money for what? Oh, what, to scribe on plastic? What a useful skill. There'll be somebody who's wanting to cuss out for that reason. Or you've got the other side of things of somebody who is actually like, I really want to do that. I've looked at that content and I've gone, I would like to achieve that myself.
Yeah.
And that's where their value comes. But the problem is they're starting at zero value.
Yeah, 100%. Freddie says he learned how to edit videos, edit photos, photography, and sculpt on YouTube because he says it's the best teacher. Meg says, don't lie, Brian does all your videos, Jess. I wish he did all of them. all the best edited ones, yes, he's done all of those. Brian says, so I should have charged you, Jess. That's why I was laughing earlier. Hey, man. If you want to charge me for teaching me something, by all means say, you know what, dude, I'll teach you for like $20 or however much you're going to charge me. I think it's different when people obviously, when you have friends, things are different. In the sense that if for example, one of my friends wanted me to, I don't know, take pictures for their kid, right? Because they like the way I'll take pictures. And it was, let's say, Brian or Kevin or Derek, then I'd be like, fuck it, boys. Like, let's go do it. I'll take some pictures for you. Right? But I'm not going to tell them, hey, I'm going to charge you. But then some other person that I don't like or I don't even know tells me, hey, do this for me. I'd be like, oh, well, I don't really know you, so I'll just do it. Pay me. There was this kid when I used to play a lot of League of Legends who I would play with one of my friends ranked. And it's because I liked the way that he played and I felt like I could win with that person. And my elo was always elevated because I used to be diamond player, and so I kept a lot of my elo on the season, whatever. And so if I was gold and he was silver, I would still play with that person because I thought he's my friend, right? And one of his friends saw that and he wanted me to do the same thing with him, which is called elo boosting, right?
I see. Yeah.
And I said no to him, right? One, I didn't fucking like the guy; he's annoying. And then two, he then offered to pay me, but even then I was like, no, fuck you, dude. I'm not gonna elo boost you. What I'm trying to get at is that things change, right? Like there's this kind of like you have to be able to put a price on what you're worth. What are you worth? It's the same thing when you go find a job and you accept a pay rate, right? You have to put a value on yourself. If you know that you're valued, if you're being undervalued, then you should be able to talk to your bosses or something and say, hey, I feel like I deserve this much more, but you should be able to back it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right?
Walk the walk.
Yep.
It's a win-win. And the reason I say this is because I also used to be a teacher. I used to be an English teacher. And I wasn't a cheap English teacher. Okay? I was one of the more expensive English teachers. And the people that hired me saw that value in me. And when I would tell them how much I charge per hour, they would say yes, because that's what I value myself in. And if somebody, and if I had a customer, I say customer, a client, told me, no, you know what, I'm going to pay you, like, I don't know. I remember I used to, there was a person who tried to pay me 10 times less than what I was charging. Right? And when there was that negotiation stat, I was like, no, I'm sorry. And obviously people are going to try to make you feel bad.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm not.
Guilt trip you into like saying yes. Ugh, I hate that.
Yeah.
No, this is what I'm worth. And I have this to back it up. And if you don't think I'm worth this, but I know I'm worth this because other people have validated the fact that I'm worth this, then no, goodbye. Right? That's just the way things work. People, you should be able to give yourself value. And if Justin gave his course a $499 value, then that's what it's valued at. If you don't like it, you don't have to pay for it. But don't make a fucking point of making somebody have to apologize for running their business. Right?
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No, yeah, definitely. I don't think he should have apologized for it.
No, I don't think so either. I don't think he should have. But guys, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. I know that we've been talking here with Brian, with Meg, with Freddie, with TR. Yeah, Mercenary, by the way, sorry that I missed you earlier. What's up? Yeah, let us know what you guys think of that. Yeah. If you guys want to learn something, anything Gunpla related, there's YouTube. It's free.
It's free. Yeah. See?
And it's fucking free. It's so free.
Yeah.
One of the things that it's so funny that nowadays almost everybody in the world has a phone, right? And you can find so much on there. A lot of people have computers. I know that not everybody has a computer, okay? People for some, I'm not trying to generalize. What I'm saying is that for the people that we know, a lot of them have that access to the internet. And people are just lazy sometimes, and they don't want to look up how to do certain things.
Yep. But then it's the nature of some people, and they need to be told. That's just, some people are like that. There will always be that group that is willing to nurture, gain more knowledge, versus somebody who needs to be forced to gain knowledge or doesn't want to, as you said, lazy. It's the nature of it.
Yeah.
There's fucking.
Some of them like want it handed to them in a silver platter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even if they're the one who needs the information.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people just want everything done for them, and that's fucking crazy. You don't eat. It's such a. You have to man up and kind of learn things. I don't want to say man up because then I'm gonna get probably hated for it. You have to human up. And do things like it's such a crazy, but what's it called? I don't want to say logical, common sense. Cancel Jess. Say sorry, man. Oh, sorry, ma'am. Meg, I'm so sorry.
I think the other thing as well is with this, as a lot of things that seem to happen within, this hobby, is things that change things going forward. It's like, what happens to the next person who turns up and says, by the way, I'm worth this amount? Is this going to be now the theme of you know, you can't charge for it because it has to be free. You know, if somebody who I'd probably argue has got a pretty well established business in multiple areas of the hobby turns around and says, I'm worth this, and everybody says no, what does that mean for everyone else?
Everyone's just gonna get canceled.
They're just gonna cancel each other out.
Yeah, just cancel everyone who tries to sell their like services.
Yeah, no services for nobody, no commissions for nobody.
You have to be able.
Everybody just do it yourself.
You have to be able to sell yourself. That's one of the most important. I think personally, I think that's one of the most important skills in life is learning how to market yourself, how to sell yourself. Well, an interview for a job is selling yourself. You have to sell yourself at that job, right? When you're working at a company or wherever the hell you're working, you have to sell yourself. If you own your own company, you have to sell your own company. Like you have to sell the services or whatever it is that you do. You have to advocate for yourself.
Yeah.
Right. And it's a very difficult thing for some people to understand sometimes. And I think that, again, I'll just say it again. I think Justin was selling himself and it was good. It was a good price. People saw it the wrong way. People overreacted. He did what he thought was correct. And I say that because I just like Oldskool, I don't think he needed to apologize for anything. And I think a lot of people apologize for things they shouldn't fucking have to apologize. I think just people get butthurt nowadays about every little fucking thing. And I think it's the stupidest thing in the world. And honestly, I don't care if people cancel me. Like you guys fucking, if I got canceled, I don't give a fuck. Like just cancel me. But people get butthurt, you know, people do. And I'm not saying that you should just go out there and be an asshole to everybody, because that's not something you should do. But sometimes taking other people's feelings always into consideration before your own can be a pretty terrible time. Trust me, I speak from experience, okay? Like fucking trust me, okay? You put some other, I was gonna say a really bad word there, but I stopped myself. You put somebody else's fucking well-being in front of yours that doesn't deserve it, and you can have a bad time. Trust me, you can. Brian says, model building communities are usually full of people willing to share their craft. It's a wonderful thing and it keeps the hobby alive. Everything I know I learned from other builders. That's how I fucking got into the into the hobby. A lot of the people that I've interviewed over the years, I'm pretty sure they could have easily said no or pay me to be on your show. Pay me to do this. The amount of times that I had somebody fucking say that to me are this. Right? Because I can vouch that there are so many good people in this hobby that are willing to help others if you know how to talk to them and not be a dick.
Yeah, right? And there's thousands of
that's true.
Yep.
It's just it's believe it or not, it's possible. It's possible. And then Cass, hey Cass. So Cass, by the way, guys, is she actually designed our logo. She's our logo maker, and she watches
awesome.
This. She's awesome. She's a great musician. She's amazing, and she's super fun. She's so fun. She actually got to see me drunk, which is very embarrassing that I think about it, because also Brian got to see me drunk. I never thought I'd be drunk in front of any of the like GTS crew, and turns out that I got really drunk that night. Mercenary says, at least I could do stuff with the empty runners that merely throw it all away. Yeah. Only time I got asked, I had to go on with Meg. Okay. And then Cass says, hey, yo, hey, drunk Jess was a blast. Thanks. I hope I didn't make a fool of myself. Yeah, I think only one time I had to cancel. I think I told you guys, right? I had to cancel that one person.
I remember the story.
I had to cancel that one content creator that is literally so irrelevant that I haven't heard of that person in so long. And
he doesn't even make videos anymore.
Yeah, and he was like, you're just trying to get me on there so I can be on your Discord. I'm like, stop.
Wow.
Stop right now, dude. Like, you know what? We don't need you anymore on the show. I am canceling your show. Get the fuck out of But yeah, no. Everybody in the hobby is so far. Well, not everybody. Actually, I have to backtrack. Some people in the hobby are amazing. Most of them are. That guy was right. I don't. What do you mean, right with the W? Hi, OMG, so late. No, Mr. Blue Student, you're not late. Or maybe, I don't know. Are you guys tired yet? I know that Mike is freaking operating on that sleep.
My day is just starting, man. So
yep.
bring it on.
I'm doing exactly the same as Mike. I've had my coffee. I'm staying up past midnight. You know, way past my bedtime, but it's all good.
By the way, I just want to say again, thank you so much for everybody who's in the chat and talking to us. It's awesome. This is one of the best feelings, is being able to be on, talking and having that kind of engagement where you're able to talk to the chat. It's awesome. And if you guys wouldn't mind leaving a like, and maybe hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already, that'd be super awesome. We have some more comment. Trying to be subtle here, Jess. Oh, okay. You know what? I don't even need to be subtle. I'm at that point where I really don't care. Like, even if that person were to be in the chat and be like, "Hey man, you're being an asshole," I don't care, dude. My last feelings of caring for other people's feelings in the hobby have left so long ago. They're dead. And in fact, it actually brings me to my next topic. How do you guys feel about this kind of conversation having? Because I don't think we've actually talked about a kit. Like, I think we're just kind of talking about the thing, kind of just letting it all show. I like it.
I'm easy, mate. I always like having a chat with you guys. So it's always fun. So even if we're not talking about specific kits or anything else, it's all good.
How about you, Mike?
Yeah. Same thing, man. Like, whatever. Anything under the sun, man.
Well, if you want to roll it back around, what kit are you excited for next year?
Next year? Well, Mike. Let's start with Mike.
Me? Ooh. 3 things. And they're all on pre-order for me, so I'm very, very excited. Number 1, MGEX. Number 2, MGSD, the Freedom one, and the Full Mechanics Aerial.
The Full Mechanics, which one? Oh, from
the Full Mechanics Aerial Gundam, yeah.
From
Did you get the HG, or you only interested in the Full Mechanics?
I also have the HG.
Oh, so you got both?
Right here.
In the backlog.
It's in the file somewhere.
Okay, so those are good choices. The MGX, of course. No, you said the SD Strike?
MGSD.
MGSD Strike? Or Freedom?
Freedom Strike, I think it is. Yeah.
No, Freedom, yeah.
Is it Strike Freedom?
There's Strike
the
Freedom.
MGEX. Yes,
yeah.
Strike Freedom, yeah.
Okay. All right, how about you, Oldskool?
The things that I'm adding to the backlog for next year will be MGX, and it'd be the Freedom again, only because I feel that is going to be a experience to build the same as the PG Unleashed.
Ooh, yeah.
As much as I have issues with it in some ways.
Wait, with the MGX? Yeah,
gold plating. If you really have a look at the pictures on there, I appreciate that is what the nature of the build is.
Yeah.
And it has to have gold plating, but there's some parts of it that I kind of feel Bandai could have really worked on a bit better.
Yeah.
Of putting that plating on.
Okay.
Because I feel it's going to be one of those things I'm going to have to strip, repaint to make it look how I kind of would envision it more. But other than that, like I said, from a build experience, I think that is going to be amazing. That's the main reason why that's up on my excitement list. Next after that, I think only because, again, I have an obsession with Astros, is the Outframe that just got announced.
Right.
Effectively identical kit to the Testament, but
yeah, I was about to say it's pretty.
Yeah, it's just if it's an Astro, I'll buy it. That's just sadly nature of it.
There's nothing said about that.
Yeah, it's just how it is. It's the same like with me with red kits. Like as soon as Bandai release a red kit, that's it. I'm buying it.
Okay.
That's
Bandai, just keep fucking pumping them out there for Oldskool here.
They all get in the collection. Other than that, I think the only other thing I think they were. I'm just trying to think of the other things that they popped out was it was the Stark Jagan.
Oh my god, yes, it's a P Bandai, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
even
yes.
the Astray Outframe is P Bandai.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Yeah. Sadly, this is the weird thing you're going to find with all my suggestions because
Oldskool is just like
I've been buying. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm buying in the last year. It's been P Bandai. Because in honesty, the problem is that I've shifted over to MGs.
Rich flex right there.
The MG is not being shown any love by Bandai. What did we get this year? A refreshed Dom. That's it. Everything else is P Bandai.
Don't make me cry.
Yeah.
Literally, MG is just being left to cry by itself somewhere, dude. It's so sad.
Yeah, it is.
So sad.
And literally the only way
RG and HGs now.
Yeah, exactly. It's all. I mean, as much as I do like RGs, it's just a little bit too small these days.
Yeah.
I've got too used to MGs.
That's what I said. That's what I said about the RG God Gundam in the review. I love that kit. I think it's an amazing kit. I think it poses extremely well. I think it's great design, but it's just too tiny. And to me, size matters. Okay, it matters. That's why I don't particularly enjoy HGs myself. I know other people do. I know that there's this fake news that I hate HGs.
Jess, hold up.
That's not fake news, mate. I'm pretty sure we've got enough sound bites of you saying you hate how much you hate HGs. I'm very sure about that.
What's up? What's up?
Hey Zeus. John Z is Mr. Blue Student. He just sent me a message.
No fucking way.
What?
Yeah. He's Mr. Blue Student in the chat.
Why is he Mr. Blue Student? Wait.
I don't know. I have no idea.
What the fuck, Dronzy?
But that's John Z.
Dronzy, you were supposed to be on here too, man, but you were like, I have to be a doctor or some shit. So, thanks. Thanks for leaving us.
Go save lives.
Okay, let me read what the whole chat's saying. By the way, chat, let us know what you guys are most excited for in the coming weeks or months or year, if you guys know any of what's coming up next. I want to know what's got you pumped up for this hobby, and I'll let you guys know mine in a little bit. But first, let's see what you guys have to say. Meg says Psycho Daga. Is that a kit? Psycho Daga?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But it's like a exclusive one.
Wait, let's go over to the browser and I'll actually look it up. Give me a second here. Let me move you guys over here. Slowly. Psycho Daga. It's the HG Psycho Daga?
It is HG, yeah.
Psycho Daga. Ooh, okay, yeah, this looks pretty beast. But you know what's the problem with this? It's a fucking hybrid.
That's exclusive. Oh my god.
Add another soundbite to the collection.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Then we have Mercenary saying, the MGX Strike Freedom got problems regarding the torso from some of the data I have since looked over.
I've seen that. The torso breaks.
We're going to be reviewing the MGX here in the coming week. And even our sponsor sent us like some warning, like, hey, be careful with this, you know? So I've heard of that problem. We'll see what happens. Fingers crossed that I don't fucking break it when I build it. Which, by the way, let me know, chat, if you guys would like to see that build. I am planning on doing a live build as soon as that thing gets in my hands. That'd be amazing. Okay, Saintism says, I got 3 Huckabee Mark IIs on order. That's how much I love that design. I'm pretty sure I've seen this one here. Yeah. Is that a high grade too, or is that a?
It is a high grade, but though the Super Robot Wars, they are it's kind of weird to describe because they're not 144. They seem a little bit bigger.
Oh, right. Here it is. Nice. It's only $53 Canadian here on Hobby Link Japan. It kind of reminds me a little bit of very pointy. Reminds me of. Oh wait, is that the Sinanju backpack on it? Like thrusters? Oh, it kind of looks like it. It looks a little bit like it.
Kind of looks like the Blitz.
Yeah, like the pointy. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's black, right?
Yep. So he's got 3 on order, so he really freaking loves it. Otaku Builder is like biting his nails. Why are you biting your nails, James? Please let us know what you're excited for. Noble says, that's how I am with the Wing and Wing Zero kit. So he's just like you. I'm guessing he's talking about the Astray, Old School, and he just gets everything that's Wing. But that's very common here in the West. People have a really close connection to Wing because it's for a lot of people, it's the introduction to Gundam, right? I'm guessing that's what happened with Nobleman. Mr. Blue Student, aka the Doctor, says, hi. Hello, man. Shane Graham says, I'm hyped for the Zeta Verka. It's my favorite Gundam. Yeah, I was about to ask, why haven't any of you mentioned the Zeta Verka? Like, what the fuck?
Do you want the honest opinion?
I'm not touching it.
Yeah, here we go. As point number 1.
Wait, what was that? Why?
If it transforms, I'm not touching it.
Oh.
Same.
Yeah, that's this. I 100% agree. I've got 2 other Zetas with an absolute pain dealing with their joints, and I won't ever do it ever again. And I don't care if it's a Verka, I don't care if it's a version 3.0, whatever it is. No, if it transforms, not touching it.
Damn, man, you guys are hating on transforming kits. Who are you, me? I feel the same way. But
yeah. I'm down for transforming when it's on maybe a metal frame, something that can withstand it. But when it's plastic, no, doesn't work.
Yeah, plus can you imagine that thing being painted, then transforming it like?
Yep, exactly. No.
Look, I'm gonna give it a
nightmare.
shot. I'm gonna give it a shot because, like I've mentioned, my first Verka was a double Zeta, so I think through the forces of nature and destiny, I should own the first Verka. And Verka kids are always fucking nice, okay? Whether they're kind of like weird and maybe they're not the most stable things in the world, but I've always really enjoyed Katoki's design and take on kits, so I'm definitely excited for that. I haven't even gotten to mine, but that'll definitely be one of them because and you guys
want to see that build on stream.
Yeah, I think okay. And I'll transform it on stream. I probably won't transform it.
Here we go.
Guys, it probably I might not even transform it. I did transform the Eclipse Gundam, and that thing was the worst fucking... I don't get it. I'm not going to get into this rant again. I've talked about it before. Anyway, we have Enthusiast who says, metal structure Sasabi, of course. Okay, now we got the real rich flex here. So expensive, I cannot even begin to think of anything else to get until afterwards. Gotta put my house on mortgage. Gotta put a second mortgage on my house. Let's look at that. The metal build Sasabi. You know what? I have to text. You guys remember when I had Adam on the show and he said he was gonna help me get one, right? Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Because I can literally go and click it.
I've been talking about this for a while, man. I'm pretty sure you meant to have one on the order for you.
So I'm gonna hit up Adam and be like, "What's up, homie?" All right, let's see this here. We got this thing's got. It's on Forbes. Why is this on Forbes page, dude?
What?
Right.
It's that expensive.
There you go. Forbes top 100. That's expensive.
Why is this on Forbes out of all places? So
only millionaires can afford it.
What the hell? Hey, get out of here with your advertisement. The metal structure Sasabi from Gundam Charge looks astonishing, but has an eye-watering price tag. That's literally what they're talking about. Is how rich you have to be to get it. This thing looks so beautiful though, like, oh my god. Yeah, I can see why you'd be super excited for that. Is that Kev Models in the chat?
Hey.
Yep.
Yo. Okay, guys, you know what I think I should get for these kind of talks? I really want to buy that Elgato deck thing. So like when Kev Models or somebody pops up in the chat, it'd be doing like a little soundbite. What did we do that with? Dronzy? I think we did the when we did his interview. The John Cena thing. And his name was John Cena. Hey Kev, welcome, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for joining in. All right, so yes, metal structure, super expensive, but super awesome. Mr. Blue Student says the backpack is immaculate. What are you talking about?
I think the Strike Freedom.
Okay. Can you elaborate on that, Dronzy, please? Thank you, sir. We got Noble, who says he's very excited for the full mechanics aerial, just like you are. Mike?
Yeah.
Full Mechanics. Why did they just go for a fucking MG?
I have no idea. Because Bandai hates me.
I've got a feeling it's the same thing that they did when IBO, Iron Blooded Orphans, came out.
Oh, right.
Yeah, where literally everything is an HG, and then the main ones are all going to be full mechanics.
Yeah. And then when it sells well, they're going to come up with an MG.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah. And
yeah,
the add-on's going to be Bandai.
Yep. So it's just Bandai's big deal. So.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, it's just how Bandai do things. It's like, after watching how they do with IBO, like every single suit from IBO is an HG, but only some of them were full mechanics. And then it took however many years until we got an MG out of IBO.
It came out in 2015 and it came out in 2019, right? So that's 4 years.
There you go. Yeah, and that's the only one we've seen. Where is my Barbatos Lupus?
What the? I really wish I could get a conversation with like the Bandai executives for like Gunpla. I just want to sit down with them and be like, why? Pourquoi?
Yeah, you can print money. Here's the option. Yeah, just print literally all you have to do.
Want
even
money?
If you do it P Bandai. Yeah.
But here's the thing. There's no way in hell that they're like sitting over there in their like 24 people table, right? Up in like the top tower of Gunpla or some shit. And there's no way they don't know that they could print money with an MG Kshatriya, MG Barbatos Lupus Rex, a fucking PG Sasabi made out of plastic instead of metal, or a fucking PG New, or just
XT 2.0.
There's no way.
There we go. Yep, that's another one. Yep.
Which one?
XT 2.0.
Yeah, like
they have the frame for it.
Yep.
Like what? Why? Okay, Mercenary, I know you said the suits at Bandai usually lean more towards their domestic Japanese audience than they do with the international crowd, but wasn't the new voted the most favorite Gundam suit of all time over there? So what did they do? Just bring out a metal new and hope that somebody wants to pay the eye-watering 2,000 USD or 3,000 USD that it costs nowadays? Like, it's just, there's no way they don't know. They know, but they just have us like here. They're like, we're going to play around with your soul until we come out with it.
They're baiting us. They're baiting the fandom.
They're fucking baiting us, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then we have Freddy says still waiting for a P Bandai MG powered GM reprint.
Ooh,
powered GM.
Oh yeah, it's basically GM on muscles. It's amazing.
Powered. Wait, does that exist or is that in?
Yes, MG. It's only on P Bandai though.
Oh right, this is
GM on steroids.
Yep. GMs are always nice. You saw how much it cost over here in Amazon CA? $210. No, thank you. Then we have okay, so then Droncy says, I regret not pre-ordering the Impulse variant. That's the one that you got, didn't you? Oldskool?
Which one? Hold on.
The Impulse variant?
The EX.
Yeah.
Do you mean the Builders Cup, whatever it is, Gunpla Builders World Cup one?
You have that one, right?
EX Impulse. Yeah.
That's the one you posted a couple days ago, wasn't it?
It would have been, I think I got it last month, that one.
You got it sometime soon.
Because I've got the Lindworm and I've got the EX Impulse.
Because that's the one I fucking wanted, man. I still want that kit because the Impulse is one of my favorite kits. Suits. I love the Impulse so much. It's such a cool. The Force Impulse?
Yeah.
Beautiful suit. So let's see. Good night, all. Greetings from Trinidad. Adrian, greetings. Thank you for joining us today. Really awesome. Rant Jess, let the hate flow through you. I think he's talking about when I was talking about the transformation. Guys, I'm trying to get through all the fucking chat. Okay, I'm sorry. This is taking a little bit. I'm gonna get it like the Zeta and transformation kits. Oh, Noble likes transformation kits. Man, Noble, who hurt you? Freddy says it's the Barbie thing when we were talking about the aerial. Pump out a quick 1/100 and then a master grade to milk it. Okay. Mercenary says, oh, I already read that one. Adrian says IBO is not as popular in the East, and Asia seems to be the only market that matters. Powered GM from the Stardust memory. There we go. Power GM MG is P Bandai was mostly a recycle than something completely new. That's what Mercenary says. Yeah, I don't know. I still think IBO is one of the better stories of Gundam. I think it's more realistic. I really like that gritty child soldiers thing, right? It's something that exists nowadays, sadly, and I don't know. I'm just more keen to going for something that I feel like, you know, Gundam. If Gundam was real, I don't think Gundam would be like Unicorn, where everything, you know, they have a Unicorn Gundam that can do this and the power of friendship and all that shit. Like, I think
this is the reason why I'm a fan of Thunderbolt. I much enjoy that nature of the universe, like a bit gritty and a bit not. Everyone's definitely terrible. Nobody's good.
Yeah, like
everybody's in it for their own reasons.
Yeah, like it's just the way things are. It's pretty. I don't know. The world's a terrible place at times, and it's also a beautiful place at times as well. Lots of times. I love life. Anyway, keep in mind that Bandai could have released all the rest of the Phantom Pain variants of the original 5-seed Gundams, but they haven't done so thus far. Yeah, Bandai, what the fuck are you doing, man? Shane says, any speculation or rumors about the next Perfect Grade? I haven't heard anything. In fact, I should call Derek and ask him to speculate. But
all I want is a Zaku Unleashed.
Perfect Grade?
Yeah, give me a Zaku Unleashed to go.
Yeah, that's what Freddy's saying.
Unleashed.
Yeah,
that's all I want. That's it.
I originally wanted to get the original like mass PG Zaku, but it's such a terrible build.
Look, this is the problem now. We've got so much, like, we're talking, what, that's 20 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. You know, it's double-decade old kits.
It's terrible, yeah. I remember it was on sale at Bentos when I bought the Thunderbolt, and somebody was buying it, I think. And my wife was like, oh, look, a Zaku PG, because my wife loves the Zaku. And I was like, no way in hell we're getting, that's so old. Like, they need to bring out something new. Like, I'm not about to spend that much money on an old kit. Not, you know, not that I hate old kits, it's just that it's outdated. It's like, if things are outdated, that thing is like, I think that thing was made when I was born, right? When's that thing from?
Oh, I'd have to look up. I'm pretty sure it's 20 years.
I'm gonna look this up. Give me a second.
Older than me, probably.
PG Zaku Zaku 2 Char.
You guys are giving me an excuse. Why not?
When did it come out?
Consult the Bible, shall we?
Yes, let's consult it. I'm trying to see where it,
trying to see
when it came out.
2 seconds. PG section.
Yeah, when did it come out?
There we go. So, PG Zaku was, according to this, 1999.
I was 4 years old. I'm not getting a kit that old. No.
There you go.
No.
Yeah. I was in 6th grade.
Wait, Mike, how old are you, man?
I'm 36, man. I'm old.
You're 36, dude? You look like you're fucking like 25, dude.
Thanks, man. The gun plug keeps me young.
And you're going to the gym? Don't think I don't see your pictures on Facebook, man.
Yeah, dude. Almost, I don't know, 5 times a week.
Yeah, this guy's like, he's at the gym. He's like, what's up? Showing himself off. Awesome. Mike is ancient.
Yeah. I'm old. Also, fuck you, John.
I'm talking. So Adrian says that he's calling it now. PG Unleashed Zaku 2 in 2025. Damn. Okay. Remind me to come back to this in 2025. Mercenary says
I'm trying to get through the backlog.
So Mercenary was
I wouldn't mind a Barbatos for a PG.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I always love when we bring up this topic because there's so many. This kit would be awesome in here, and yet Bandai's just sitting on it. I think Bandai, I think I mentioned it before. I think they're just waiting for them to be in a crisis mode, to be like, man, our sales are low. What do we do? You know, and like, ooh, trap card.
After going down, unleash this kit.
Zaku PG, bitch, boom. You know, like immediately their stock rises like 200% that day. Like it's one of those things that is bound to happen one of these days. But I'm gonna go to what I'm excited for. I am excited for the MGX. I was not excited for the MGX Unicorn, for obvious reasons. But for the MGX Strike Freedom, I am very excited. I've seen pictures, I've seen things, and it looks so fucking sexy. And then I'm also excited for the Zeta, for the MG Zeta Verka, and I think that's where I stop. I don't think I'm excited for anything else. It's very, I don't know. There's not a lot of kits that really get me pumped anymore. Is that bad?
It's not bad. I think there's a lot of, well, as I was mentioning, like around Bandai's lack of MGs, it's just there is a lack of kits.
There's a lack of MGs. And
time to switch grades, Jess. Time to switch lines.
Well,
switch to RGs.
Yeah, I love RGs. I love the big RGs. I mean, it's the same reason, like the whole mentality of me not enjoying HGs also translates to like small RGs, right? I remember when I first started the hobby, one of the first RGs I ever built, in fact, if not the first RG I ever built, was the Crossbone RG.
Ooh.
And that thing is so
no wonder you hate the RGs.
tiny.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's so tiny.
It's this small.
It's
fingernail size to do that face.
That even that little cross, like I think the little thing on its forehead or like the little pirate thing is like the tiniest thing in the world. Like you need an electron microscope just to pick it up and like find it. But yeah, the small size, it just doesn't work for me. I want something that I can put on my shelf and enjoy looking at it. And I know that you can do that with a lot of kits, but they're very small. Like I think I mentioned it on my other stream yesterday when I was building. This is, I think,
ooh, the high noon.
This is what all RGs should be. This thing is, fuck, it's perfect, man. I think the only thing I said negative about is that it's backpack heavy, but I mean, when that's the only thing that I can see wrong with it, that thing is, it's perfect. It's perfect. That's why I love the RG New, the RG Sasabi, the RG Zong, even the RG Unicorn. Okay, the RG Unicorn is a great kit, and it's because of the size.
Yeah, RG Unicorn's pretty big.
Which one?
The unicorn, the RG Unicorn is pretty big. Oh, looking at it right now.
Well, it's because they try to scale it to like its lore, right? And the unicorn is a pretty big one, but like, look at it. Just compare these two, right? I can hold these and enjoy them, and I think they look amazing. I mean, even compare the RG Unicorn to like this guy, right? It's
wait, Jess, I thought you hated the unicorn. Why do you have one?
Secrets have come out now.
Hey guys, calm down, okay? The RG Unicorn was given to me as a present by Derek.
A present.
Yeah, Derek gave it to me as a present, and I built it and I enjoyed it. I think if you don't have the MGX Unicorn, the next best unicorn to get is the RG Unicorn.
Yeah, I've heard horror stories about the MG Unicorn series.
Yeah, it's not.
I'd agree.
It's not a great kit. So be careful. Be careful with those things. But yeah, anyway, I think I've had you guys here for long enough. I think it's almost coming up to 2 hours. It's supposed to be a short stream. Just ended up talking about a lot of different things, and that was pretty fun. That was pretty fun. Guys, I just want to thank you real quick one more time for joining in. I think we're gonna call it. What do you guys think?
Up to you, unless you've got another topic.
It's up to me. What do you mean?
You're the host.
It's your channel, man.
Yeah, it's your damn show.
God damn. Guys, we're gonna stay on for another hour here. We're just gonna be chatting. No. Next, just letting you guys know that I will be live streaming tomorrow morning here on the YouTubes. And I'll be building the Thunderbolt. I'll still keep building that. Unless I get another kit soon. And then just letting you guys know that on Tuesday of next week, we'll have the review for this guy, which I know is long overdue, but
big chunky one.
It's just life happens, but this review is coming up on Tuesday. I have all the pieces here, and we're gonna do a little bit of recording after the show with Brian. So stick around for that. Please hit the subscribe button, give us a like. That'd be really cool. Let people know about GTS. And I think my mom's saying that my cousins and my sister are saying hi to me because they're watching me. Awesome. Oh, thanks. I guess I'm gonna say something in Spanish, guys. Okay, I'm sorry because I speak Spanish. Hola, Mateo y Chabela, gracias por verme y estar aquí. Les mando un saludo y un abrazo fuerte. And of course, Natalie, my sister, I love her. It was her birthday a couple days ago, so happy birthday again to my sister. Amazing human being. But yeah. Anyway, thank you, MagicMike, for joining in, man. Thanks for letting us know that you're 25 years old. I think that's what we all got out of this, right? He's 25.
Definitely. Yeah. Fresh like a baby.
Yeah. And I'm glad that you're enjoying the hobby again and building for yourself, dude. All kidding aside.
Yeah, finally.
Super awesome. It's super cool to do that. And then to Oldskool Skill, man, thank you so much for joining me, dude.
All right, always a pleasure, my friend.
We'll do this again. I like this format. I really do. And like I said, just stick around, guys, and we'll do a lot more things. Dronzy says, Gago, Dronzy. Miss you, dude. By the way, guys, you guys almost got me in trouble. Because I got on an Uber the other day, and the driver was Filipino, and he saw my name, right? And he's like, "Oh, are you Spanish?" And I said, "Oh yeah, I'm Spanish. I'm not Spanish from Spain, but like I speak Spanish. I'm Mexican." And he's like, "Oh yeah," and I'm like, "Oh, I'm Filipino." I'm like, "Oh, that's pretty cool, man." And he's like, "Do you know any Filipino or anything like that?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I don't know any Filipino," but I'm like, and then I remembered, I'm like, wait, I'm like, I have these Filipino friends, and they taught me a word to call them, and he's like, "What word?" I'm like, "I don't know if I should say it." I'm like, "I don't know if it's a good word," and he's like, "No, just try it out." And I said, "Yeah." So they call me Gago, and I call them Gago, and he just started laughing, and he's like, "Oh, don't call other Filipinos Gago unless they're your friends." I'm like, "Okay." But like he wasn't mad or anything, but he was just laughing. He's like, "Man, it seems like you got good friends teaching you good words." So Gago to Mike and to Dronzy, okay? But yeah, guys, thank you guys for joining.
Goal for next year is teach him another few more bad words, yeah?
I appreciate that.
Something for the new year.
Yeah. For sure. All right, guys. Well, then I will be seeing you guys later. Thank you so much. And till next time. Take care, guys.